On August 8, 2025, a patrol police officer detected a gray Toyota Camry traveling at 74 miles per hour in a 50 miles per hour zone. When the siren was activated to signal the driver to stop, the driver pretended to slow down, then suddenly fled southward, initiating a dangerous chase.
That's 92. 10.1680, you got 92. 1684, 1684, I'm at the 92. Station 46 traffic. 1884, you have vehicle description. Confirming southbound.
Yeah, 74. We're coming up right now on the 94 heading south. We're going to inside lane. Yeah, traffic light over here.
Any additional units in the area, advised?
The car sped wildly at up to 118 miles per hour, swerving through the waiting lane, the emergency lane, running red lights, and even driving against traffic.
We're southbound Merton Drive, about that 90 mile mark. We're still the outside lane. We're actually inside lane, we're outside lane.
10-4, outside lane, outbound 92.
Or I'm going to be going for a pit as soon as the traffic is clear.
10-4, we'll attempt to fit. One's clear. Take you on about the move?
Yeah, go ahead and if you can't get in that inside lane, just slow down.
The suspect also threw a beer can onto the road, nearly causing multiple accidents, and caused damage to a patrol car when intervention failed.
Unsuccessful pit from 1684, we're still southbound. I'm going in for another one as soon as this traffic's clear.
10-4, unsuccessful pit from 1684. 1684, I lost my third bumper.
I'm just thinking of Miami. If you just drop something out the window, it looks like a beer can. He's not supposed to signal one Miami.
10-4.
We are southbound out from Navigator Town. Approximately like 90 miles going over Navigator Creek Bridge. If you have any advise 1049 that we're coming in out of the
10-4, they're 48.
Traffic is slowing, speed 78 miles an hour.
Detach this car from my car if you want me to continue.
Stop at the Beaumont at the red light. He's running the intersection. Miami, we're still southbound from Beaumont.
Stop at the mobile.
We're still at 31, southbound 90 miles.
10-4, southbound at 90.
Traffic light.
407 miles per hour, center lane, southbound.
We're coming up to this construction zone, so we might have a signal. We're coming up to this construction zone.
10-4.
Alright, Miami, he's passing in the center lane again. That's the traffic.
They are 48, and we're on the map. I got Alex or Vicky on the phone. She's gonna have him set up for Mike. 10-4, now riding 12 with me.
Good spike, good spike, good spike, good spike, 1049. We are southbound from 87.
Southbound 87, spike to 1049. Southbound from the 86.
We're heading up over State Street right now. I got some traffic up here. Not slowing down. 130 miles per hour.
130 miles per hour.
He's cutting in on the shoulder. Alright, we are still southbound Miami. We just got heavy traffic on it.
Despite having its tire punctured by the thorns of Monroe police, the Camry still tried to drive until it was successfully maneuvered near the 85-mile marker, forcing the vehicle to come to a complete stop.
At the 85.
Let me see your fucking hands! Let me see your fucking hands! 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 Show me your fucking hands! Show me your fucking hands! Get on the ground! Get on the ground right now!
1884.
On the ground, sir.
Roll the air, they're probably trying to take them into custody. 10-4, 33 traffic failure from 1884.
Driver Glenn Saltz Jr. was detained with signs of intoxication. There was beer in the vehicle, and he admitted to using alcohol, marijuana, and prescription drugs. The individual also resisted arrest, spat at the police, and exhibited uncontrollable behavior, requiring mandatory medical intervention under the Baker Act.
Get out of your pockets!
On the evening of November 11, 2025, a 36-year-old man was asked to leave Karam's Lounge due to unusual behavior. In the parking lot, many people called 911 reporting that he was pointing a gun-like object at the establishment and threatening to shoot, causing staff to lock the doors and seek shelter. Police arrived at the scene, and within about 20 seconds, the situation spiraled out of control.
Okay, is it a
white male?
5'10" with dark clothes and a Carhartt jacket?
Yes.
Where you are. Get your fucking hands out of your pocket. Stop where you are. Get your fucking hands out. Get your hands out. Get your hand out of your fucking pocket. Get the fuck on the ground right now. You're gonna get shot. Get on the ground, you're gonna get shot. Hey, get on your pockets. Get out of your pockets.
Although ordered to raise his hand and lie down, the man appeared confused and reached toward his coat, causing the officer to believe there was an immediate threat and to open fire.
Car 4, signal 5, shots fired, suspect down.
Oh my God. Oh.
Hey, get your hands out, Akron Police. Let me see your hands. Akron Police, let me see your hands. Stop reaching in your pockets. Hey, sir, get back in the bar. Get back inside. Akron Police, let me see your hands. Akron Police. Get your hands out of your pockets. Akron Police, let me see your hands.
The victim was seriously injured, but no gun was found. The case is under investigation. A bitter ending. Panic, misunderstandings, and snap decisions have left consequences that cannot be undone.
Turn back! Turn back!
Somebody close Kennedy, clear. Clear belt line, shots fired.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Somebody get Kennedy.
On July 25, 2023, police received a report of an active shooter at a medical building on East Beltline Road. When they arrived, they found a victim shot outside the clinic and saw suspect Brian McGee, 34 years old, fleeing the scene in a black Chrysler with a long gun. The confrontation quickly escalated just a few minutes later.
Black Chrysler, coming at you. Black Chrysler, right there. Right there. Get that car out. Okay, we're in pursuit with that suspect vehicle. It's going to be going back westbound on Beltline towards Joe Wilson.
It's like a 300.
McGee's car was involved in an accident nearby, and the suspect opened fire at the police, forcing 5 officers to return fire.
Turn back! Turn back!
Somebody close Kennedy, clear. Clear belt line, shots fired.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Somebody get Kennedy.
Shots fired, dispatch!
Dispatch, copy, shots fired. Multiple shots fired. I copy, shots fired.
Although dropping the gun temporarily eased the situation, McGee picked up the gun again, forcing the police to continue firing to end the threat. The suspect was seriously injured and taken to the hospital, with additional weapons and bullets found in the vehicle. A doctor was shot, but in stable condition. Another civilian was lightly injured in an accident. A chilling ending, carrying a gun to settle a personal vendetta, only to cause a series of innocent victims and find himself caught between life and death. A seatbelt malfunction triggered a wild chase on the Atlanta highway. On July 3, 2022, police discovered a Michigan-registered GMC Envoy driving on I-75/85 with both the driver and passenger not wearing seatbelts.
139 Atlanta, 1038.
When preparing for the inspection, driver Jonathan Edward Hartger suddenly stepped on the gas and fled, dragging his mother sitting in the back seat, initiating a dangerous chase at speeds of up to 95 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone.
traffic, medium speeds, 95 plus.
What speed, 95 plus? Just call back your location.
The car sped recklessly through multiple highways and city streets, constantly swerving, driving in the wrong lane, climbing over the median strip, and going against traffic. Harker forced many other vehicles to swerve dangerously, run red lights, drive onto the shoulder, and nearly caused a multi-vehicle accident.
He's going the wrong way. Going back up the opposite direction.
Yeah, go all the way. Going back up. Be down by the normal lane. Now you go 80 laps back to the airport, look like. That's pretty much it.
Taking the entrance ramp back to 85 north.
Okay, right, 85 north.
You guys, he's making a right on top of terrace.
Yeah, but why are we doing?
Right on the north out of Uber. Southwest on north out of Uber right now. He's coming up on the 285 south. Looks like he's going to take Camp 3. up there, Camp 320.
After many attempts to block the vehicle, the police successfully performed a pit maneuver on the global gateway connector, coordinating to pin the front and rear ends, forcing the vehicle to come to a complete stop. Harker resisted arrest and only cooperated when the police drew their taser to warn him. The investigation revealed that he was driving with a suspended license, no insurance, using fake license plates, and was also wanted in Michigan. A black motorcycle turns the I-30 highway into a death race in broad daylight. On September 29, 2023, the police received numerous calls reporting a reckless biker weaving through traffic, braking suddenly in front of other vehicles, and showing signs of being under the influence of drugs. When caught driving at 78 miles per hour in a construction zone with a 65 miles per hour limit, this person did not comply with the order and suddenly fled.
the speed?
81. Just looking at the back.
Home. We're behind and trying to catch up, Joe.
Lieutenant.
3 Hope of
Lieutenant.
21 what's the reason to stop?
Got multiple calls on me. Reckless driving.
Location.
Westbound. I'm going out west.
Or you got the construction where you can end it.
We still got concrete barriers on the left. There's a motorcycle.
Oh, kind of dumb smoke something. You got another unit there. Box down against that barrier.
We're coming out of the light traffic's coming.
Or you know unit. Around and get in front of us, or try to slow it down and push it with the shoulder. Yeah, we're on the floor. We're just about to here.
First you do, anybody waiting to take the GPS from the return. Legally on. First you do advise let Texas GPS and Boone County getting the lead on that.
Black and white ball down black ball. Not like to stick around that fast and water.
T2 advised, you go ahead and try to get it stopped if you can.
The chase quickly escalated to an extreme level. The motorcycle sped over 100 miles per hour, weaving through heavy traffic, changing lanes, going against traffic on the exit ramp, and even crossing the grassy median, almost hitting a truck.
Trying to help me out when you stop.
After several unsuccessful blocking attempts, the police had to make contact with the back of the vehicle, causing the motorcycle to lose control, jump off the curb, and throw the rider onto the grass.
Don't shoot me, please. I got a daughter. All right. Hand behind your back. Hand behind your back. Hand behind your back. Hey, I got a daughter. Please help me, okay? I got a daughter. I love her. Get live, man. Coming, Myrtle. That scared me.
What's your problem?
Man, I was just going for a joyride. That's all. I don't have no drugs. Oh, thank God.
Why didn't you pull over?
Y'all scared me.
Scared you?
Yes, sir. Am I bleeding bad?
Yep.
Man, I was going to stop at the Lowe's.
You had plenty of chances to stop.
I'm sorry.
Do not run from the Arkansas State Police. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
You a felon?
No.
Why are you running?
I'm a truck driver. I was just going to Leary, Texas right here, and I missed my exit.
Put this knee up under you. You're gonna get up on that knee, you okay?
No, sir, I can't get up. Y'all scared the shit out of me. I didn't do nothing. What did I do?
We got multiple complaints on you.
Doing what?
Driving reckless on the interstate. I see you, you're speeding.
I didn't notice that you was the Arkansas State Police.
Suspect David Rourke was restrained, carrying a pistol and showing signs of using an unidentified stimulant.
Yep.
The individual was speaking incoherently, exhibiting paranoia, and was taken for emergency medical
Right
treatment. Around 11:18 p.m. on October 31st, 2024, a Nissan Sentra lightly collided with a police patrol car that was stopped urgently. When the officer approached, the driver appeared confused, suddenly reversed the vehicle, then charged forward, holding a gun in hand, forcing the police to follow and request backup.
Pushing blue area. Look down. Object to Nissan. There's a female driver by herself. She's not stopping, but she's moving slow. Speed limit 57. Wait, I think I saw a symbol 0 in order. So
So I'm willing to more unit come here first. Not pushing no legs. She's not going fast.
Hit her.
Let go.
You see the lights are approaching North Lake right now.
I'm pushing. Passing North Lake.
The chase quickly escalated from the car to the foot. After successfully performing a pit maneuver, the vehicle spun sideways and crashed into the divider. The suspect broke the door, climbed over the divider, and ran against traffic on the highway with a knife, causing many vehicles to brake suddenly to avoid collision.
Which window is trying to break, her window or your vehicle window?
Although the initial taser missed, another officer shot and hit the suspect, knocking him down amidst moving traffic. Suspect Danielle George Marshall was subdued while resisting fiercely and was taken for a mental health evaluation under the Baker Act. No one was seriously injured, but the scene clearly demonstrated the level of danger. A typical ending of not enough to crash the car, now wanting to play a deadly game on the highway, and the price paid was handcuffs, a stretcher, and a lengthy legal record.